Yes, people, welcome back to Albert J TV. Match review time. Slavia Prague nil, the mighty Arsenal 4. But before we get into it, you should know what I do by now. Let's hit the intro. Yes, people, welcome back. Welcome back to Albert JTV for another live stream match review. This is a late one for me, but I thought, you know what? I can't wait till tomorrow to do this. So let me do it tonight and rejoice in the, big game for us tonight. Guys, I may be joined by two special guests depending on if they're free because they are committed to other channels, but they might drop in with Guna Souls, Let's Debate Footy, and Republic of Arsenal, Anthony. So we'll see. If not, you've got me on my own, so it's all right. Let me go to the chat quickly to see who's in there. Look at that. We have Tottenham Holly. I'm here for Albert. I ignored Arsenal. I hate football. Oh, Holly, it's all love, man. Love Holly. Even though you're a Tottenham fan, Holly, it's all love, man. Your support is much appreciated. Oh, here he is. Here we go. I'm here for you, not Arsenal. Well, you know what? I would take that as a compliment, Holly, because you know what? Like I said to you when you came on my channel last time, I wish you well for the 25th of April because you'll need it. You know what I'll do? Because I'm a Christian, Holly, right? I'm going to go to church, I'll go to church on the Sunday morning. Hopefully give you a little bit of hope. But you know what? We'll come to that day when it comes to it. Holly, much love though. Holly's in the chat. Guys, match review time. Actually, before I get into it even further, let me drop into the chat to my people. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, anything Arsenal, boys are in the chat. Cheers, guys. I'm going to be on your chat. I'm going to be on Anything Arsenal channel tomorrow, guys. So go and subscribe to the channel. Go and follow them. I'll be doing a match review of tonight's game tomorrow on their channel at 7:15. If I got that right, boys, I'm sure I have. The chat's getting lively, man. Here we go. Robin, big up, man. Long time, man. Always appreciate your support, man. Best time for a live broadcast. Yeah. Depending on the game and how the game went, mate. Trust me. I don't usually do the late ones, if I'm honest. I'd rather sort of wait the day after. But you know what? Let me break tradition and do a live one, late one tonight. I may be joined by some company, guys, if you missed it. Republic of Arsenal, possibly Let's Debate Footy as well. Guna Souls. Here we go. Here you go. Keys in the chat. I'm here for you in the Arsenal, bro. Cheers, my guy. Enrico, my brother from Arsenal Lounge, man. Big up to you, man. My guy. Big up. What a game. And Roma won as well. So good night all round. Of course, man. Enrico, you got ties to the Arsenal and to your Italian connections, bro. It could happen, man. It could happen. We might, let's spoil the all English final and get and see Roma in the final, hopefully. Scott B, my guy from Australia. Guys, you know what? It's mad, man. Did this journey since June last year, and not just people, got Italians, got Australians, Americans, Tottenham people in the chat. This is mad. Big ups, Callum. Guys, go and check out my fantastic guy, Callum, man. Brilliant broadcaster, interviews galore. CFB, Callum, I appreciate the networking and the opportunity. It's fantastic, man. Callum, you're a good friend, man. You're a real one, mate. So big up Callum in the chat. And here she is again, my Tottenham bestie. It must be fun to win the Europa League game in the latter stage of the competition. Well, we did want to play you in the quarterfinal, Holly, but unfortunately, Zagreb put pay to that. But I'm not complaining. So you know what? It's fine. You concentrate on your, league game on the Friday against, Everton. Big up Everton Rose if you're watching. You concentrate on your league game on a Friday night and leave the European football to us. I'm throwing shots, man. I love Holly, but I've got to throw the shots in, man. Oh, my God. Holly leaves chat. Holly, don't leave. Stay and listen. Now, listen. I like to talk a little bit of sense, but Holly, it's all love, man. Mr. Crunchy, God, the chat's lively, man. Jesus, what a game. Man, you got it right. Players got it right. I forgot what it looks like to enjoy a game of football. Yeah. Big love, Albert. Have a drink and keep up the good work. Big things coming up for you, brother. Bruv, much appreciated, man. Thank you for the kind words. You know what? If it wasn't a few people in the chat, as Callum McFadden taught me, man, people's time is everything. And I appreciate you guys' time. Absolutely. Rory said, my best friend is his first fan too. Yeah, but they're not happy. Oh, there's a chat there. Yes, Unai versus Mikel. How big is this for Arteta? Massive, Callum, massive. Because the thing is, irrespective of whatever you think of Unai Emery, right? He's got a very good record in this competition. And tactically, Arteta's going to have his brains picked probably more so than any other time this season over the two legs. I believe, if I'm right, guys, top of my head, the away leg is first, and that is on the 29th of April. I was paying attention during the commentary. By the way, Peter Drury is my favorite commentator. I think the guy's excellent. Excellent commentator. Callum, massive, man. You know, if this is the one game or two games over two legs, Arteta is going to be tested tactically massively. So yeah, big up Good Nation in the chat, man. My guy, man, Dylan. We'll have to link up soon, man. What a game. Manager got it right. Players got it. Oh, that was you, was it? Yes. What's your name? Mr. Crunchy, my childhood account. I thought I was getting spammed, man. No, it's fine. Much love, Dylan, man. Big up my bro, man. Green TV Media in the chat. God, the chat's lively, man. Is that a fresh trim for a win? You know what, Holly? Because I'm one of... Listen, any brothers in the chat, right, will know when it comes to us black guys, we need it. When we don't have our hair cut, Holly, it's pain, man. So this lockdown was worse than the first one because it was longer. So I don't like growing my hair. So the minute the barbers are open, I was on speed dial to the barbers, haircut done. Haircut done. Trust the process versus good evening. Twitter will be wild for the semi-final. It will, man. It's I'm even thinking about it now already, you know, straight after the win against Slavia Prague. Gives, like I said, I think, you know, Arteta's an inexperienced coach, right? And who's learning on the job. And like I said, he's going to be tested tactically because, you know, like I said, despite Emery's flaws and what people might think about him, he is an experienced coach, and tactically he is on point sometimes. He's doing a good job with Villarreal, to be fair. So I have immense respect for Emery. He did the best he could do and left with dignity. No slagging Arsenal. Nothing saying that he is hoping to Arsenal destroy his team. Absolutely, Scott B, my Australian brother, 100%. Guys, you lot are repping in the chat. Of course, sorry, Callum. Sorry, obviously you're a Man United fan. If you don't make the final, Callum, I'm not gonna lie to you, mate. You're my mate, but I'm not exactly gonna shed a tear or break out the Kleenex, if I'll be honest with you. But listen, if it's an all-English final, it's going to be a hot ticket, man. People call it Arsenal Man United, the social media derby. You can call it that if you want, but let me tell you something, man. If both teams get to the final, wow, Twitter's going to be on wildfire. The content YouTube-wise is going to be coming out of people's ears, even for people that are non-Man United and Arsenal. But you know what, guys? I'm chatting to you rather than getting with the stream, man. If you're in the Europa League, I'm going to hiding. Holly, if Arsenal win the Europa League, and you lose that Carabao Cup final against Tottenham, you need to get the first ferry from Dover, Southampton, Portsmouth Harbour, wherever it is the hell you live, and you need to hide for the next 10 years. By that time, I think probably Harry Kane will be managing Tottenham. Oh, dear. Ross, do you think we can beat Villarreal and Man United and win Europa League? Wow. $1 million question, mate. As I said, probably 2 rounds ago in the Europa League, mate, that I didn't fancy Arsenal to win Europa League. I'm not gonna sort of deviate away from that. I just thought we'd come up a little bit short. But what I also did say was, with a cup competition, you've always got, as they say in boxing, you've always got a puncher's chance. And with a bit of luck, you can play 3 cup finals, you win the trophy. And let me tell you something, guys in the chat, people who watch this on catch up, I'm old enough to remember Arsenal winning their last European trophy, which was 1994 in Copenhagen, Cup Winners' Cup final, 1-0 to the Arsenal against Parma. Big up Alan Smith. It's a long, long time. A lot of Arsenal fans haven't seen us win an European trophy. So, Ross, hopefully they get it done, mate. Hopefully they can get it done. Off to Southampton Harbour I go. But before I do, I'm dropping my Winks dole off to the Skywalk. So I'll take a stream away from the win. Don't worry, Holly. Holly, you stay in the stream as a Tottenham fan. You listen to us Arsenal fans in the chat and talk about victories in Europe, because obviously, I know Tottenham find that a bit difficult to get those two things together. So you stay in the chat, Holly. It's fine. You stay in the chat. But guys, let me get on. I'll come off away from your chat because you guys are coming in thick and fast. Brilliant, man. I appreciate the love and interaction, man. Socially outcasted, big up to you. It will be tough, but let's see what happens. 100%. Guys, let me sort of, hopefully it won't be a long stream anyway, but yeah, you know what, coming into this game, score prediction wise, I went for Arsenal to win 2-1 in extra time. I sort of kind of went off the back that Slavia Prague, they said, hadn't lost a game in like a year and a half at home. They beat Rangers and beat Leicester in the previous rounds before they played us. I never really write off any team, because if anyone's in the chat can sit here and seriously tell me, or people watching this on live on Periscope or Twitter or whatever you want to call it, or Facebook Live, big up to the people in there, that they know much about the Czech Republic League, then they'd be lying. I don't know the quality and strength of every league in Europe. I'd be sitting in a line if I told you that I did, because I don't. But you know what? Team lineup wise was an interesting one. I didn't have an issue with it. I generally didn't have an issue with it. I thought sort of a few days before the game that Lacazette, for example, would have been desperately unlucky not to be starting after the performance against Sheffield United. Yes, you could talk about the opposition, but you can only play who's in front of you. So obviously, Aubameyang, we learned didn't travel, and having malaria. So when I looked at the team lineup, like I said, I wasn't too disappointed. What our team lineup gave us, guys, in the chat and people watching this on Facebook Live and Twitter, is that with the front four, it gave us guile, it gave us pace, and it gives us movement. Now, I've said to you guys plenty of times before, in terms of Arsenal playing the 4-2-3-1 formation, if you're going to play, you can't, to me, you don't play Aubameyang and Lacazette. I see Arsenal fans talk over the season, you can play Lacazette and Aubameyang. No, you can't. It doesn't work, man. You play one or the other. I'm going to take this game in isolation. I'm not going to sort of take it in terms of the season. Most people know, looking at my content and watching it, I've been on the strikers case all season, all of them, with the exception of Martinelli, because he's been injured most of it, because they've not been consistent. I find them lazy in their movement, and they're not clinical. That's three massive, massive problems if you as a team are relying on your front four or your main strikers to do the job at their end of the pitch, and they're not doing it, and they're getting chances. So they can't turn around and have a moment at the midfield, and balls coming from the full-backs and the centre-backs from deep areas that they're not getting service, because they are. Aubameyang, Lacazette, Nketiah when he played first part of the season, but they're not finishing their dinner, as they say. But Lacazette, that is how I want my front man to play. Link play, go in behind, score, look dangerous, all those things. And when you've got the pace and the goal around you with Pepe, with Saka and ESR, it makes Lacazette's job a lot easier. That is the way I want to see my main striker playing, in the way the last two games he's played Lacazette. Yes, you can talk about over the course of the season, none of the strikers have been that consistent, if we're being honest. I think Lacazette in all competitions now has, 16, 17 goals this season? I think Lacazette's best return in an Arsenal shirt was Emery's first season. I think he got 19, if I've got that right. But you know what? As someone who plays striker myself, football, and I played at a very good level, I always look at anticipation. I always look at movement. I always look at speed of thought. And when you combine the guile, the pace, and the movement, and you combine that with one touch, two touch football, it can be lethal. It doesn't matter who you're playing against. And that first sort of, I thought the first 10 minutes of the first half, I thought both teams were sort of feeling each other out. But if I take the first 20, 25 minutes in entirety, I would say that 25-minute period, we actually completely blew them away for the very reasons I said. It was positive football. I loved the combination play between the likes of Pepe, ESR, Saka, Lacazette. Lacazette coming deep, popping it off first time, one touch, two touch. When you're taught as a kid playing football coming through the ranks, right? You're always told the ball moves quicker than you. It doesn't matter how defensively or how well a team is structurally set up. If you move the ball effectively and quickly, no team can stop that. And that's what we did in that first 25 minutes. Unbelievable. But guys, before I carry on even more, the chat is lively. Big up to you guys in the chat. Smash the like button if you haven't smashed it already, and hit the notification bell when my content comes out. But guys, like I keep saying when you come onto my live streams, you should know what to do by now. Boom. And there you have it. Come on, you Gunners. Let's go back into the chat. That's right. Lugman Hussein. Big up. Where are all you guys from coming? Where are you from? Where are parts in the UK and the world? Tell me where you're coming from, people. I want to give you a big shout out because you deserve it for coming on my live stream at this time. Because I know people tuning from all different places. So big up to you guys. Here you go, people in the chat. Let me big up someone who said first time. Hi, how are you? My first time on the live chat. Please welcome me. I welcome you, sir. Thank you for coming to my live stream. Hopefully you enjoy the content and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it already. Big win tonight, my friend. Big win tonight. Let me see what Holly's saying. The biggest part about football is the movement off the ball because it makes the play on the ball so much easier. 100%, Holly. 100%. It makes it easier for Lacazette. He's the better forward that we have at the club to play that role as the main striker up top. And the last two games, he's shown evidence of that. So fair play to Lacazette, to be honest, man. Robin's in the chat. What's he saying, chat? Chambers is only right backs across the ball fast and low, which is how Lacazette and Nketiah prefer. Not those slow, flirty balls that our strikers hate. You know, Robin, I'm glad you brought up Chambers, actually. I don't know what you guys think. I don't have an issue with Chambers starting tonight. Apparently, he's played in 4 out of the last 5 Premier League games, and I think that they said that was his first European game this season since the game away to Dundalk in the group stages, which was a long time ago because he just recently come out from injury. But I've got to be honest, with him at right back, I didn't expect what I would see from him in recent games offensively. Defensively, I knew he would be. Defensively, I knew he would do a job or a decent enough job. But offensively, I did not expect to see Chambers put in the performances he's put in. Link play with Pepe, going beyond the wide guys in Saka and whoever it's on that side with Pepe. He's given us something offensively that I didn't think he would give us. So fair play to Callum Chambers, man. Seriously, didn't see it coming. Didn't see it coming. Like a threat. Yeah, you wish. Listen, Ollie, you wish you had a threat. Well, to be fair, you got Harry Kane, but whether he's going to be there much longer, I'm not too sure about that one. So you get that Kleenex ready, Holly, because you might just need it to wipe those tears away when he does eventually go, because he wants to go to. How can I put it nicely to you, Holly? He might want to go to a bigger club. All love, Holly. Lacazette fits that start to play better than Aubameyang. 100% for that system, bruv. 100%. We know Lacazette, right, has decent hold-up play or the better hold-up play out of the strikers at Arsenal. So when you get the pace and the movement around him and it looks right and you play the 1-2 touch football, it looks amazing. You saw that first 25 minutes. We completely blew them away. And bear in mind, we had a goal disallowed. So yeah, Them guy big at the chat's lively, man. Jesus Christ, man. You guys are ripping it. But yeah, man, let me quickly go to the team lineup so you guys remember. So yeah, guys, did you have any issues with the lineup tonight? I didn't personally. I think I wanted Lacazette to start up top, even if Aubameyang was fit. I was happy with the front three behind him. I actually didn't expect Xhaka to be played as left back, so that was a big call from Mikel Arteta. But and this might probably upset some Granit Xhaka fans, but with him not being in the midfield, I personally think with Partey and Ceballos in there, and with the interchange and movement of the front four, it allowed us to transition the ball a lot quicker. That's my own personal opinion. You might think I'm wrong, but I think it did. I thought Xhaka did okay at left back, to be honest, considering that is not his position. So yeah, I mean, Arteta rewarded the same back four that played against Sheffield United, I believe, with a clean sheet, which I do get it. I mean, I was surprised not to see Gabriel start, but I can only assume Arteta's taken him out of the firing line in terms of Gabriel because he probably felt in recent games he hasn't looked that steady. But then Gabriel is not going to be consistently steady when you're playing in an Arsenal back four. it just goes without saying. So yeah, that the team, like I said, I wasn't too disappointed with it, should I say. Let's go to the guys in the chat, man. Big up the guys in the chat. Jack, where you from, Jack? Tell me again, bro. Ken, your brother. Tabisa Masuku. Hope I said that right. Big up to you, man. Much love. Listen, one of the Arsenal guys who I collab with, Glenn Kitely, Kenyan brother. Big him up as well, man. Great channel. The Wilds of Hornsey. Go on, Robin. Guildford. Jack, my Instagram brother, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate the support, man. The Instagram family's come out in force, man. I must admit, I've been networking a bit more in there, and the guys have shown me some love. I can't complain, man. Go on, Holly. Agamba, the Guildford girl. Up the Guildford. I've played many times in the Spectrum. Oh, Eastleigh, not Guildford. Eastleigh, of course. Northants in the chat. Holly, you're killing me, man. Killing me. Fair play to Holly, Tottenham fan coming in the Arsenal chat, but she said she's supporting me, not our club. But it's fine, Holly. We'll let you get on with it. Sebastian Park, they did well. They did do well. But yeah, let me go back. Let me keep on. Oh, Anthony Herbert's there. Big up Anthony, man. Big up Anthony. Jack could play well. Good Arsenal performance tonight. Villarreal next. You know, he is back indeed. But yeah, guys. So yeah, it was the movement, man. We destroyed them, man, in that first 25 minutes. You know, Pepe, good. You know what? It's funny, right? And I really shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna say it, right? So when we obviously had the goal disallowed from ESR, right? And how can you have a system in VAR, right? And this obviously UEFA's applied this, where you as a viewer, you don't know what's going on. So we're like, hold on a minute, it's offside. We still didn't see it till after the goal was disallowed. And the thing is that if the VAR does need to be looked at when we go into the next season, because you can't be having. I mean, it's more beneficial to the teams that have conceded a goal defensively because you're giving offside for things like an elbow being offside or somebody's toe being offside. That's ridiculous, man. That's got to be looked at and changed, man. Seriously, it's got to be looked at and changed. But Pepe, man, brilliant. Got great work from Arsenal, actually. Great work from ESR. The thing, that's what I was going to say. You see, when Pepe was going through, right? And I shouldn't say this because I don't advocate people possibly taking a tumble in the box. That's what I will say. But I'm saying, you know what, Pepe, just go down, bro. You'll get the penalty. Just feel the contact, go down. And I really shouldn't say that, but you know what? He kept his feet. Beautiful finish. We got the goal, deserved it. And then 2 minutes later, or 3 minutes later, the penalty. Saka gets brought down. Great movement again by Arsenal. Great intricate play. 1 touch, 2 touch. Saka gets fouled. Penalty. Lacazette, well deserved again. Good penalty, good finish. 2-0 to the Gunners. And then obviously another 3 minutes later, Saka breaks down the right-hand side of the pitch. When he cut inside, I said, you know what, they're in trouble, man. They are in trouble. If they let this kid get a shot off, it more likely will be a goal. And it was great finish. He must sort of wrong footed the goalkeeper. I think the keeper was expecting Saka to come in and smash it towards the goalkeeper's right-hand side, but then Saka's gone the other way, and he kind of made it look like he mugged off the goalkeeper. Then, you know what I mean, 3-0, and the tie was more or less kind of over, really. Because then at that point they need 4 goals, and you don't see Slavia Prague doing that, irrespective of how good their home record is, man. But you know what, guys, we just had an arrival. We've had Gunnar Souls. He's here. I'm gonna bring him in once I get this image off the screen. Let me get my guy in, man. Yes, brother.
Yes, when I found my way back down from the ceilings, from the roof of my house, I'm back down to earth. What a performance, man. Absolutely buzzing.
Yeah, you know what, bruv? The chat's been lively, man. Like, big up to the guys that are in the chat already. Like, I've been flying through some of the comments. Even Holly's come in and joined us. She's come to support me. She said, obviously not Arsenal because she's feeling the pain, but much love, Holly, man. But,
definitely, man.
Yeah, bruv, the chat is lively, man. Jesus Christ, man, I can't even keep up. Big up Robin, Holly, Guna TV Media, guys from Kenya, Australia in there, bruv. This bruv is mad. It's mad. You got people from Eastleigh in there. Big up Holly. Good Nations in there. Arsenal Central's in there. Keith's in there. Bare people. Callum's in there. Callum is in the chat, I think, still. Big up people. Jake's in there. Big up all you guys in the chat, man. Smash the like button. Come and follow my boy Gunnar Souls on his channel and on social media as well. Yeah, bruv, I got as far into it as let me get a message up on screen. Look at that. Big up Gunnar TV Media, Ross, my bro.
Yeah, man, Ross, big up yourself, man. Honestly.
Yeah. My brother from the Midlands.
He's out of YouTube jail, I've heard.
He is, man. Ross is back, man. But yeah, your love here for you, Gunnar Souls, man. Did I not see? Yeah, you did. He was there. Listen, I have to big up Gunnar Souls before we carry on more of the stream, man. My man's been doing this YouTube thing not a long time, but the energy, the vibes, the chemistry. Big up getting Kevin Campbell on your channel early in the week, man. And Callum on your channel as well. Great content.
Oh, thank you, man. Obviously, that's what I'm striving to do. When the quality is there, I'll definitely make more videos. I'm not going to rush into just making videos for the sake of making videos. I'll always try to plan ahead and try and make content people need to see. And obviously, just like yourself, Albert, man, like you say to me all the time, it's quality over quantity. Everyone can do quantity, but it's the quality that people like.
100%.
And that's all it's about, man, honestly.
Yeah, 100. Energy, exactly, Holly.
We know. I can't wait for the next Northumberland derby, man. The panels we can get on. Oh my God.
Yeah, Holly, Holly, what me and Gunnar Souls, we're gonna do you a favor, Holly. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. You know what? We're gonna send you a calendar reminder for April 29th. You know what day that is? It's the Europa League semi-finals. We're gonna show you what European football is about. No, you know, love Holly, man. Big up Holly.
Honestly, yeah. One of the funniest people on the platform, man. Honestly.
Yeah. Holly, big up to 1K on your channel, man. You're smashing it, man. Big guest on there. But yeah, so let me come to you, man. Just you go to bed. But yeah, so what did you make of sort of the team lineup? Was you happy with it? We kept the same back four. We obviously knew about the reason why Aubameyang didn't travel. So yeah, what's your thoughts, man, on the team lineup? Was you happy?
Yeah, I was buzzing. Obviously, given the injuries and the exclusions that we have in the squad at the moment, that's what I wanted to see, especially after seeing what we've seen at Sheffield, you know, and I know people are going to say, it's only Sheffield, but I'm looking at what they did to Sheffield as my sort of way looking forward. And I was like, I hope to God he doesn't put Saka left back and he puts Xhaka there, because what I wanted us to do against a man-marking team is overload them. Absolutely. I put this on, obviously Gunnar Glenn would know. I said this on the Bearded Gunners channel. We just need to overload them. We need to make it to a point where they don't know who to man-mark. And that is exactly what we did today. We made it, yeah, man. Big up Holly, obviously. And that's what we did today. We literally made it impossible for them to man mark, to sit back, to do anything. And it was quick, it was fluid. Everyone seemed to be on the same page. Pepe, Xhaka, fucking Emil Smith Rowe, man. Honestly, that kid, oh my god. Saka, this is what we're missing. Do you know what the funny thing is? This is what we've done all season, but you know what we did today? We took our chances. We shot. We actually decided, let's shoot instead of passing it around in the box. It seems like everything came together at the right time. That's what it felt like today.
Yeah, that's what I put in my title. I think I put Ruthless Arsenal, which with the complete opposite of last week. I mean, I think after 25 minutes, 5 shots at goal, 3 goals. Like that.
We had 4 chances, but obviously disallowed goal. We still took it though, and then we come back and we got obviously Pepe's first goal. Then Lacazette was the second chance we had. We scored that. Then obviously Saka was the third. We scored that. You know that Dele Alli guy in your team. He's shit. ESR's the man. You're right now. You know that's who he is, Holly. If like I say by my show, if you don't know, get to know, because he's England's future. That's all I'm gonna say, Holly. Learn what a baller is.
Yeah, Saka and Foden. Jesus Christ, man! I tell you, if Southgate can, he needs to try. It's going to be difficult, and you listen. We'll do some Euro things. Trust me, man. There's a lot to talk about coming at that time, but big up Mike in the chat, man. Big up Mike Hanneman, Gunnar Elite. Big up to you, mate. But yeah, you know what I was saying earlier before you came on, Souls. I've been on the strikers next this season, man. But I said to people in the chat and whoever wants to watch this on catch up, that when with Lacazette in isolation the last game and more so tonight, that is how I want my centre forward to be playing in that formation. I want you to link up play. I want you to go in behind, the 1 touch, the 2 touch, good hold up play. That is how I want my centre forward to play. And it makes it easier for Lacazette when you've got the likes of Pepe and Saka in ESR, because you've got guile, you've got pace, you've got movement. And it just goes to show that 25 minutes blew him out of the water. Completely blew him out of the water. But yeah,
I don't think they knew what was coming.
Go on.
I don't think they knew what was coming.
Yeah.
They expected a similar performance to the first leg, but today what we did, we moved the ball quick. And one player I'm going to big up, because I don't think we should sign him, but I do think he's been phenomenal in the past 2 games, and that's Dani Ceballos. The energy he brought in that midfield was exactly why they couldn't answer. They had to make 4 substitutions. Even that didn't work. So I don't think they knew what was coming to them.
No, I think, like I said, and the thing, remember as well, we had a goal disallowed for VAR. And I was saying earlier in the chat that the VAR thing has to be looked at, I would think, at the end of the season, just because with the offside thing, it's ridiculous. To me, it is ridiculous, though. Because if you're going to say somebody's elbow's offside, or you can't, but you have to give the benefit of the doubt to the attacking team. If it's that tight, you can't be chalking off goals for that. I mean, that's just ridiculous. And that's not just tonight. I'm not talking as an Arsenal fan. I'm talking about a VAR thing in regards to the Europe or in the Premier League. They need to sort out that offside rule, because it's ridiculous. Yeah, it is actually ridiculous.
Arsene Wenger's trying to change that, isn't he? Where he's trying to bring the daylight rule, I believe it's called, where he's saying if it's not clear and obvious, it should be given to the attacker, which is fair.
Yeah, so I was going to ask you, why do you think in the first half, why was we so effective? First half, 25 minutes stroke first half,
We moved the ball really well. And I think there was not a single player on the ball who dwindled on it too long. I feel like the instructions that were set by Arteta were followed. And that's what I believe, because I think on the training ground, X control.
Lord, they need to change. They need to change the law. I think
100%. No, I think what it is just, this is what happens when a team is on the same page. Everyone seemed to know what the next player was going to do. It seemed like, the movement was practiced. It seemed it just, I don't know why it was, we did this in the first leg, but we just didn't take our chances. If we had taken our chances, we would have done it in the first leg. Today, we did something different. It seemed like we were hungry. We knew we messed up in the first leg. We knew we made it hard for ourselves. And it's the hunger.
Yeah, I was gonna add to ask further that. Do you just think it was a case of it's a weird one, Souls, because you could say it's a pressure game, but if you look at last week's performance in comparison to today's, it's completely chalk and cheese. And you would even argue the second leg was in even worse a position because we went into the second leg and 1-1, where we had to go and score. So do you think that had more to do with it in terms of the fact that not that it's a must-win game, but how important the game is for our season?
100%. And I think that's the reality must have set in for them. I think what must have happened, and I think a lot of even the fans are guilty of this, myself to a degree, is underrating European teams. You know, we seem to have this sort of big thing about, oh, we're a Premier League team, we're better. We always seem to go into games just because we're a Premier League team, not because we're an English team or anything. It's just seemed, oh yeah, we're in the best league, we must be better than them. Oh, they play in the Czech league. Who the fuck's in the Czech league? And I think we must have had that a tiny bit of that in our head. And then when we went 1-1. Especially the way they responded like that, and it was 1-1. And they must have gone into this thinking, crap, these fans are going to be on our case. If we don't win this in a good style, they're going to be on us. And that's what happened. You know, they knew the pressure, they knew, and they stepped up. That's all it is. They stepped up to the challenge. And I said this, you know, Sheffield, right, was a very crucial game for Lacazette, especially because the thing is, the goals he scored were the chances he missed in the first leg. And in this game, he got similar opportunities. But what he did was he was a lot more composed. That second goal he scored, he just took the piss out of them. He was like, I'm just going to play with you here for a bit. I'm going to toy with you. And then he scores. I was like, oh, just shoot. He's like, nope, I'm going to play with him. And then, do you know what it is? It's ESR. I'm going to put it down to him because, oh my God, man. Saka and ESR, oh my God. Do you know what? I can't keep this PG talking about them. They are just, oh my God, mate. Like, they do things, mate. They do things to you.
Yeah, so you know what it is? Sorry, bro. Like, some Arsenal fans, they puzzle me, you know. What I mean by that is when we sort of look at games that come up with Arsenal and they go, oh, you know what, I wouldn't pick that player in the team. And there were whispers that even if he was fit, ESR, right, that they wouldn't have started him. I'm thinking, if he's fit, I'd have him in the team, you know, ASAP for tonight. This game was massive. We need to go and win by 2 clear goals. I'm like, I couldn't understand why people were reticent against him start. I couldn't understand that. So I'm glad he started. And look at the performance tonight, man. Look at the performance tonight.
That's it. You know, this is the thing, right? And I don't want to kind of dig at the fans, but this is why we're fans and not the coach or the manager, because we don't. This is the thing, especially Arsenal fans. You know, we seem to be this sort of sentimental team or fan base. I seen it today, and it was funny because you know, someone we both know, another brother of ours, Kesh, he tweeted, watch how this fan base is going to have a problem. Even though we're 4-0 up, that he bought Eddie Nketiah on, and guess what? People had an issue that he bought Nketiah on. It doesn't matter at that point.
Yeah.
He could
I didn't even see
that.
I didn't even see that, but you told me that, but it's cool. Yeah, it's mad. It's mad.
He's like, oh, we don't rate him. He's like, we don't care. We're 4-0 up. Who the fuck cares? Bring it on the 9s up. Raffle the fucking substitutions off. Just get the ball boy to come on. I don't care at that point. You can bring whoever you want. Bring a granddad on. I don't care. We're 4-0 up. We don't care what the substitution at that point are. Because you have to do it sometimes. You can't just discard him. It's unfair to do that. He's worked his entire life off to play for Arsenal Football Club. You've got to give him opportunities where the pressure isn't on him to score the goal. Maybe that's what he needs. A goal can change the fortunes of anyone, and especially a striker. Look at Lacazette. Once he gets a goal, he seems to be a different person. And that's what it is. that's why I like Arteta, because he's trying to give these players a chance, but not over giving them a chance. And that's what it was. And the fan base is weird. It's always going to be weird.
Yeah,
That's why I've
it's gonna be
ignored
like
it
that.
now. I just don't
Yeah.
care what they say. Like, you had an argument about Basuma. Like, what the fuck?
The thing with that, I'll quickly touch on that before we go back to the game. With that, it wasn't even an argument with me on Twitter, for example. Listen, no, I wouldn't want you to troll through my timeline unless you're feeling bored. But I don't really get into any sort of Twitter debates or spats, because when you're trying to have a footballing debate with someone on Twitter, I'll say to most people, you know what, 9 times out of 10, just don't. It's just not.
Yeah, I have given up. It's
completely pointless, because there was a reason why I quote tweeted that tweet.
Yeah,
because I wanted the rest of the fan base to see the point I've been making for quite a few years, but since I've been doing YouTube, the snobbery amongst sections of our fan base. He was basically criticizing Basuma because he plays for Brighton, and he's saying, "Oh, Brighton's a championship team," but how can they be a championship team? They haven't been relegated since they came back into the Premier League. So what's he talking about? Like that, and that's the kind of snobbery that really, really annoys me. I mean, Ryan said it in the chat, Basuma. Listen, when he played against us 3 days after Christmas, he was phenomenal. I know we won, but he was brilliant. For me, I said if there's 2 signings I want Arsenal to make happen, 3 off the top of my head will be Lamptey, Basuma, Edouard. Get those 3, then I might break a smile. No, Holly, no. I got to come. No. Holly. If you want me
no. You're just going after Dunlop's dogs, mate. You're not a serious club fan. You know what the funny thing is? They needed to do that so they can repaint their cabinet just so people look at it something different. They can't add anything, so they have to add colour to it.
It's all right, Holly. It's all right. You've got Doherty and Sergio Aurier, so you don't need Tariq Lamptey.
And you got the Dunlop's dog now as well.
Yeah, but no, so if we got those 3, or any right back, for example, let me leave Lamptey out for a second. But for me, the 2 that I want is Basuma and Edouard. But yeah, so come back to the game. So the second half was a bit of a, we was comfortable. It felt like a bit of a training session. They was trying to take more risk because they got scored 4 goals. Arsenal need to keep their head, so there wasn't really too much to say. But we made some subs. Quite a few. ESR had a good 66 minutes. Save him. He just had an injury. He's done his job for French just over an hour. We make some subs later on during the game, but obviously we get the goal from Lacazette. Like you said, he took the piss. I thought Pepe assist.
All right, I'll just talk until he does come back. About the second half. I'll actually talk about my signings until he comes back. Yeah, I think Max Aarons is a good one. I think Tariq Lamptey would be a good one. There's Yusuf Attal at Nice. There's so many other signings as well. There's Hakimi who could go. Yeah, that's why I'm just going to take over. Takeover's official, lads. I've taken over the Albert channel. Now I'll talk about it. I'll be the new Albert for you guys. I'm sorry if I can't get your comments up, but I will try and quote you. Obviously, Ryan in the chat is saying he will take Max Aarons. To be honest, Lamptey is good, but I need to see a little more. That's my problem with Lamptey as well. Is he all pace, or is he actually a genuine right back? That's obviously something we'll find out soon to come. He signed a new deal. Max Aarons is more on the market, so that'll be an easy one to sign. Albert throws it up like Mourinho Spurs in that second leg. I love the Spurs slander. Bring it on, people. Bring it on. Gouda TV saying it's Souls JTV. I told you I'm here to take over. I ain't here to take part. Obviously, Albert will be back, I'm sure. He'll sort something out. And everyone's comments is just about Albert freezing. He's gone now. He's not really here. I can't even end the broadcast. I can't really do much, so I'll just carry on rambling until something comes up. And yeah, he's literally just messaged me saying wing it for me. But we're talking about the second half now. Before he comes, I'll kind of give people my. He said he's coming back now anyway. So now Albert freezing Luke Souls in front of goal. Okay, I see that, Holly. Holly, you do realize you're on 0 goals, 0 assists in like 3 or 4 games. So like you can't be taking digs at people like that. It's unfair and it's not right. You know, just talk about Steven Bergwijn. Where's he been all season? That guy's disappeared. Where's this Dele Alli you're talking about? Hey, so I wouldn't come at my pro clubs if that's the case. RJ saying, I know typical, I don't know where it comes from. I saw that guy in the comment was just an uneducated response to popular stories doing the round. Guy clearly knew nothing about Basuma, and they're obviously writing saying, yeah. Whoa, now I play. All right, 3 games. Okay, I'll let you off there. Robin saying things with Aaron's Norwich will get a lot of cash for promotion and they'll be relegated, so no need for the money. No, I don't think it's about the money, Robin. I think it's more about there's too many clubs in for him. And I think Aaron's is going to want to make that next move to a bigger club. And unfortunately, I'm not trying to diss Norwich here, but going to like Arsenal, you know, Bayern Munich were in for him. I don't know how true that is anymore. There's a lot of clubs who could do with the right back. Even Spurs, you know, want a right back. So there's Everton who could do with the right back as well, who are doing really well in the league. So I do think he'll go. I think if the price is right, Norwich will sell. Guna TV Media saying, would I sign Odegaard permanently? Oh, the way I would do it personally is with the Odegaard thing, I'd take him on loan for another year with the option to buy, just so that way we're not putting all our eggs into his basket. At least that way we know what we're truly getting. But yeah, Albert, you're back, so I'll let you take the reins again.
Yeah, bro, that was sorry about that, guys. Apologies for the guys viewing. Yeah, that was just a mad dropout, man. Wow, that just came from nowhere. And you think at this time of the night,
now, so...
is that what?
They want you to stay out.
You know what? It's mad because I thought, you know what? Let me. I'm thinking, what's going on here, man? I thought at this time it'd be alright because when you sort of kind of drop on at I don't know, about 7 or 8 o'clock, everyone's on bloody their Wi-Fi connections or whatever provider they're with, man. But guys, apologies, I am back. I didn't collapse or me getting a haircut wasn't too much for me. It's fine. So that wouldn't. But Soldier, I want to come to you. God, a good thing you came on, man. Jesus, man. Sort of to wrap up, I was going to just talk about 3 players in particular. First person, ESR. How much was you impressed with his performance today, mate?
Magnificent. That's all I can say about him. But absolutely phenomenal. The thing is, right? This is what ESR is going to offer us, and you know, it was time to come. This is his coming. Unfortunately, he's a player who's adapting to the demands of the league. Hence, why we're not seeing it on a consistent basis. But when the thing is, this is what he does. ESR is so silky. He's so smooth with it. It's like today, man, without trying to keep it PG, he's just phenomenal. He is absolute beauty. You know, in the words of Brendan Rodgers, he's a beautiful human being. That's what he is, man. He's a beauty. Yeah, did you see the way he just took the 2 players on? He was like, I'll take you on. Yeah, I'll take you on too, mate. It's all right, mate. Here you go, have an assist. I don't even want the goal. Take the assist instead. That's just how good he is. He is phenomenal. And then every time he touched the ball, he was high intensity, high press. And this is the thing, I've never wanted to compare him to Odegaard. ESR is his own person. And Odegaard offers something different. And that's the beauty. The number 10 position, if we can get Odegaard in as well, we've got so much potential to do so well because he can open defenses in so many different ways. I'm so happy he's our player. Honestly, I'm so happy he's one of us. He's a Hill End boy. Get in there, Smith Rowe, man. Honestly,
so I don't get why people with when we signed Odegaard, the ESR thing, either or one or the other. I'm like, no, they're both very different. They're not the same, not the same player at all. So I never get when Arsenal fans sort of try and draw comparisons and parallels. I'm like, No, they're not the same player, man. Like, relax. But nah, he was very, very impressive tonight, man. Very, very impressive. Now, the other person I want to talk about is Pepe. His goals return this season actually, it's definitely more than last season. I know that. I'll have to find out. The people in the chat, drop that in if you know already what Pepe's stats are this season in terms of goals and assists. But what did you make of his performance tonight?
This is what we wanted from him all the time when we've signed him. I'm just trying to get his stats. So I don't know if it's updated with his today's goal, but he's on 39 games, 10 goals, 5 assists for the season. If we take a look at last season, he played 42. Yeah, so he's already done more. So he played 42 games, 8 goals and 10 assists. So he's gotten 2 more goals at this point in the season. Now, the thing is, Pepe, we've seen this coming. You know, all season long, he's been such a phenomenal impact on the team. He's yeah.
You know what? You know what? You say that. I know plenty of people that do use that, and they still have issues. So, yeah. Go on, Soldier.
Yeah, and this is the thing. You know, yes, he's taken a lot longer than the average player to settle into a league. But we've seen it at the start of at the end of last season in the FA Cup run, near the end of the league. He started to become his own player. He was starting to take men on, and he's a confidence player. Right now, his confidence is at an all-time high. Yes, Glenn, tell Albert what it's all about. Yeah, and that's the thing with Pepe. He breeds on confidence. He breeds on this sort of attacking play, send him in behind. And maybe, do you know the thing with Arteta, what he's really good at doing is converting players into the proper way of playing. He did this, and you know the way that Pepe is playing, do you know what he reminds me of? And I'm not saying he is Sane, but he reminds me of what he did with Leroy Sane. What Pep and Arteta did, where they converted him from the right-hand side to the left-hand side to give them more to do. Pepe now, he has the confidence to cross the ball, but he can also cut in and take a shot. And that's the beauty. He's got so much more range to his game, and he seems to be just confident, and that's what you need. A player like Pepe needs to be coming into games with a cocky attitude. That's how they thrive, and that's what Arteta's given him, the freedom to do what he wants to do.
I know people like it's. I know I sort of sit back sometimes when people talk about certain players. I think he's one of them, Pepe, where you get ones that want to just rip him. You got ones that just he touches the ball, they're looking for the guy to make a mistake. But I saw the last few games I've seen him, and even some of the games seen this season, he looks dangerous souls, man. Yeah. You've got the ball, you think, you know what, something's gonna happen, rather than thinking, when Pepe's just gonna cut back onto his left foot. You know, you're looking at me thinking, no, you've got the players around you to flourish in regards to the front four with the Lacazette playing the way he does as the main striker in the last few games. Also, the movement and the guy with Saka and ESR. You can even chuck in Ødegaard in that. So, yeah, Pepe looks dangerous, man. Like, and that's what I like to see, man. Like, going beyond and getting, and he can run in behind. He's got pace. We need to, we can go longer if we need to. We can get him in behind, which he can do. He's good. He's got natural ability with balls to his feet, but you can get him running in behind as well. So I wanted to ask you, Gunamida's put in a couple things. One about Jude Bellingham and one about Ødegaard. He said, would you take Ødegaard, and what's your thoughts on Jude Bellingham?
It's early to say for me.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's with a lot of young players. You can't jump on the bandwagon. Beautiful goal, by the way, against City. He does look to be a talent. I've seen him, obviously, even for England, for 17 years old.
2017,
Yeah, he's phenomenal. Like, he's playing years above his age. At 17, to break it into the senior squad is an incredible feat. And I don't know. The thing with, I'm going to be honest, I'm not one of those fans who's going to say, oh, yeah, I've seen him play so much.
Yeah.
What I've seen of him, he seems to be a phenomenal talent. But the problem is we have ESR, and look, Bellingham can be better. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that's not a position I want to focus on, and I get because we need Ødegaard, someone who's maybe been around, is experienced. A Bellingham maybe in the future would be good for us, Or if he was in our under 23s, it would have been good. But we don't want to have too many young, inexperienced players in the squad. We need to have a balance.
We've got a lot of them, to be fair. Even the ones that ain't even making it in the first team at the moment, or But no, Bellingham, like I said, it's for me. It is too early to say. One, I personally need to see him play more, if I'm being honest. In terms of my own research and seeing how good this kid is, but 17, man, and playing in the quarterfinal of a Champions League, that's insane. And playing for England at international level, full senior international level, mad talent.
Especially with the players we have like Foden, Grealish, Saka. We've got obviously there's so many more players who could have gone in over him, like Ross Barkley as well, for example. Like players who are more experienced in the good graces of Southgate, and Jude Bellingham out of nowhere comes in, and he's not even in the under 23s. No, he's straight into the senior squad. It's phenomenal. You have to give, and I give him credit for that. But my only issue is I don't like to comment on players I haven't seen a lot of. And 100%. That's one of them I've not seen enough of. And I don't want to. With Odegaard, the reason why I spoke about Odegaard is because I've seen him play enough. I've seen him at Sociedad, seen him play for the Real Madrid B team, and I've seen him play at I can't ever pronounce it, Vitamis or whatever that team that he played. I can't. I've seen him a bit there as well. That's why I commented on him and I said, I can't wait for this, to come into fruition, and I hope we do sign him. Bellingham, I'll say it at the end of next season if I see him play a bit more. 100. That's the way I'm gonna respond to that one.
Yeah, good. Yeah, Ross, good question. I saw you drop him in earlier. I want to get to him at some point, but guys, smash the like button, like Holly says, and like I say, follow my esteemed guest on the channel. And follow him on social media as well, on his Twitter handle, down on the bottom of the screen. As you know, the host Albert J TV, Twitter handle at AUMN57. Go and check both of us out. But before we do and go further into it, before we finish up, you should know what to do by now, like I said. And there you have it once again. Hopefully my internet will not cut out. Apologies again once for that. But guys, we're going to wrap up. So I'm going to ask Souls about one more player. So guys, do your virtual hugs and goodbyes. But big up you guys in the chat, man. Much love in here. Wow, it's busy. And yeah, man, smash that notification bell like I said. But yeah, guys, I want to ask you about Lacazette. And also, who's your man of the match tonight? What did you make of his performance? And yeah, who's your man of the match tonight, mate?
On Lacazette, this is what I wanted to see. And this is the thing is, we've seen this all season. The only thing he's lacked is that clinical edge, and that's why I said, and I hated on Sheffield United game. It was so good that he got to play, and and the best thing is he got the same opportunities, like the one-on-one situations where he had time to kind of think about it, and he slotted them both in, and that was brilliant. And then obviously coming into this game, every opportunity he had, he was high on confidence, and that's the key, is keeping these players motivated and confident. And today, it seemed like everything that Lacazette must have been working on in training behind the scenes, it all paid off today. In terms of my man of the match,
tough.
It's tough because there's what I'll say, or I'll say my man of the match, and I'll give two honorable mentions. Yeah, but my man of the match for me today, I have to give it to ESR, because I feel like there wasn't someone who made a bigger impact in this game than he did. Everything he touched just was gold. It was quality. I can't think of anything he did wrong. The way he was taking people on, his composure for such an age, fitness didn't seem to be an issue today. And the two honorable mentions I want to give, and the only reason I'm giving it to these two players is because I feel like they get a little bit of stick. And when the credit is due, I have to give it to them. One is Xhaka, and the second player is going to be an obvious one. That's going to be Pepe. And the reason why I give it to Xhaka, playing out of position, the Slavia Prague players got so frustrated, they had to jump on him to try and get him off the ball. That's how good he played. Like, I have to say it, because at the end, did you see it where the two players tried jumping? And Xhaka was like, what are you, man, doing? Oh, well, here you go, Pepe, have the ball. And that's the thing. When he plays well, this is the thing. When he plays well, I do credit him. But when he does his stupidness, that's when I just get frustrated. He's such a hot and cold player. And then Pepe, I don't even have to say it. I think the channel knows why I'm saying Pepe. phenomenal today. Just a man.
Yeah.
Do you know what this team is? This team was possessed today. I don't know what came over them, but they were a team possessed today.
No, good shouts, man. For me, yeah, good shout with ESR. Pepe, like I said, looking dangerous, man. Guys, we're gonna wrap up soon, so big up to you guys. But yeah, but I'm gonna give it to Laka. I'm gonna give it to Laka because, as you guys know in the chat, I have been on the strikers cases big time this season, man. All of them: Uber, Laka, Eddie. The main three, obviously, because Martinelli was injured for most of the season. But I've got to get to Lacazette because, like I said, when I keep an extra eye on forward play, and I always look at anticipation and movement, and that's two of the things that were lacking from most of this Arsenal forward line this season. And if I'm taking the games in isolation, i.e. Sheffield United away and tonight, like I said at the start of the stream before you came on Souls, and now that you're on here, that is how I want my number 9 or my main striker to play. That is how you play a forward line. That is how you bring players into play. That is how you link up play, 1 touch, 2 touch. That is how you get in behind and score goals and make an impact. Yes, you need the tools around you, which will help, but I thought Lacazette was superb tonight, and I thought he was excellent against Sheffield United. So he would be my man of the match. But yeah, guys, I want to thank Guna Souls. I want to thank all the guys in the chat. All of you, man. Like I said, people from Australia, Kenya, Guildford, Eastleigh, Streatham, South East, Manchester with Souls. So you guys, man, big up to you guys in the chat. I cannot do my channel without your support because, like I said before, big up Callum McFadden. Your time means more than anything. Your motive, trust me. So, guys, big up to you guys in the chat. Like I said, come and support my guy doing the Souls. Let's Debate Footy, doing big things. Souls, have you got anything coming up planned on your channel, or are you going to be on anybody else's channel? Let the people know.
Yeah, obviously, there's me and Albert behind the scenes are going to be working on something, a big show coming. We're just ironing the details, should we say. So stay tuned to that one because I think that's going to be a good one for you guys. Some of the names have been dropped. So if you're excited to see what names have been dropped, stay tuned. That's going to come soon. And in terms of my own channel, obviously, I'm doing a series on Ramadan. If people want to know a bit more, because obviously, look, I'm not a person, I know people don't fully understand everything. I'm not someone that laughs at that or thinks, haha, you don't know anything. No, it's about knowledge and it's about preaching and it's about getting people to understand. Because a lot of people don't know certain aspects. They think, oh, we do a starve for a month. It's not really like that.
Yeah.
And obviously, that's the explanation. And in terms of what channels, obviously, I've got a second channel called Let's Talk Premier League. If you guys want to check it out, I will be trying to get Albert on, especially for the Arsenal show on there. We do a quiz thing. So because I've got a goldfish memory, so I'm always going to need help about score lines and stuff like that. So if you guys want just help support that, we're trying to grow that as well. And obviously, big up Albert. Massive things to come from him. He's moving into his new mansion, so once he does that, he'll have his good internet. He won't be, but hopefully, he won't be cutting out. And obviously, I don't know who this is. He's got a new trim, looking fresh and all. Subscribe. Do subscribe to this channel. You'll see a bit more of me, obviously, and have a good day, obviously.
No, nice one, man. Guys, yes, people said to me about, am I going to start doing audios? It's something that will happen. It's just timing. I will get round to it. I've been told I've got a podcast voice as well, so who knows? It will happen. It will happen. It's something to try and grow the network and grow the channel a bit more. So people said to me, listen, you know what, Albert, you can do audio. I will get round to it in the chat, and people that are going to watch this on the rerun on whatever, but I'll get to it. But yeah, guys, that is me, Albert J TV, over and out. Hashtag match review, Slavia Prague 0, Arsenal 4. We move to the semi-finals.